Legendary makeup artist Andrew Dahling is here, and he's gonna beat the out of my face. When I first discovered Andrew on TikTok and Instagram, I was blown away by the talent. The makeup was so precise, so creative. I had never seen anything like it. Immediate follow, of course. Now, I know him from his own face, but you, as the public, probably knows him from Chappell Roan's face because he is the genius makeup artist behind Chappell Roan. That Viva Glam makeup that you did was so incredible. How is it working with Chappell? Is she nice? That's always the question.
She is an angel. I love working with her and just hanging out with her and talking to her. And I've learned so much about myself working with her and seeing how she is in that role is such a fascinating thing to be a part of with anyone. But she's just amazing.
And it's true, she watches my videos.
And she does, it's true. We've talked about it. We've talked about it many times.
Nicola Formichetti, the creative director of MAC, told me that she knows about MAC history because she watches my videos. I was like, oh, are you serious? And then I saw she was following me. I was like, oh my God, whoa. No, it's major because, I love to see what you guys are doing. To see creative makeup coming back, where we've had a moment of clean girl, which was great. And it's always nice to have a break from maximalism, but we're so ready for it. And you just do it so well.
Thank you.
It's just always so pretty still.
Thank you.
And even when it's wild, there's still so much beauty to it. Anyway, you're just so talented, as you can tell, everyone.
Here we are, rather extreme.
It's just airbrushed, and it's shadows. Yeah.
Creams and shadows.
What inspires you? What art inspires you? I saw your bag and I saw Pater Sato. When I see something like this, the airbrushing of it all does bring me into that world. Is that an inspiration of yours?
Huge. I mean, I think when I was in college, now it's sort of like this Y2K kind of going into indie sleaze now. So it's just like a sequence now, the things are all coming back.
Yeah, they do.
When I was first discovering my creativity and first started dyeing my hair, painting my nails, 80s was kind of in.
Yeah.
So everyone was wearing shoulder pads, windbreakers, and it was sort of late 80s, early 90s.
What year was that when you were doing that?
I was 13.
2013.
2012,
Okay.
2013.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it was the resurgence of the 90s platforms. It was kind of 80s and 90s. Maybe more 90s.
So it was your Club Kid era?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, the beginnings of my
so
Club Kid
good.
era.
Wow.
But I've always loved the 80s. I'm just drawn to it for so many reasons, 70s and 80s, because it was so colorful and expressive, and it was such an experimental time.
And you've taken 80s and added the future, because it's outer space 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so unreal.
It is kind of galactic now that I'm looking. I guess the neon.
No, but I just mean
I
could get a vibe from the 80s, but it's nothing like the 80s. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, there were artists out there maybe during that time that were doing things, but if you think of 80s makeup, it's sure, you got the fuchsias and the makeup maybe wasn't always done so well.
Yeah.
I was watching an 80s movie recently, the makeup was so bad.
Oh my God, horrible.
But if you think about it now too, okay, if people are getting back into maximalism, we all learned to do makeup before YouTube, but a lot of kids that learned on YouTube in the beauty guru era. You take 90s and what did you call it? Indie sleaze, mix what you've learned and how good products are now. You get a totally different era of what that 90s or 80s or whatever it was. That's how it keeps evolving. You can get inspiration from an era, but then with new techniques and new technology and new makeup, it has its own era.
The makeup is just it's getting a little too good,
I'm waiting for technology. I always talk about a new eyelash curler. I just want to hold something up and it goes and my lashes are curled. I don't want to touch, pinch my eye anymore. So that's what I'm waiting for, real Jetsons.
The tactical tools.
Put your face in a mask and just put your makeup on before you walk out the door.
Waiting for that.
Yeah. For all the young makeup artists out there, how do you always come up with the new look? How do you keep being so creative? Because every look you do, it's creative, but it's always so different. Is this your struggle or?
It is a struggle, and I think it's quite dangerous, the era that we live in now, to see so many things all the time, because when you're constantly consuming rather than creating, which consuming becomes very addictive and blah blah blah, and you find yourself in these places where you're I haven't made made something original, like sat down and done like a crazy face chart in like months. And you get back into it. It's like a cycle thing. But
is that what you do, face charts?
Yeah, I do a lot of face charts.
And so you can draw out a look first before, like, say, the night before the shoot. Or
should we show the face chart of today?
So whenever we talked through DMs, he sent me this image, and I was like, oh my God, we have to make this happen. I mean, when you see the image and you see my eye, it's crazy that you were able to do that. Because when I saw that image, I'm like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Is it going to translate on my skin? Let me just full disclosure tell you that I have 2 tapes on right now, and I've got pantyhose on my head because I pulled the skin tight because I was taking no chances. I just wanted you to have a smooth surface to work on.
And I thank you.
So that's very interesting. So I would say, I think for any makeup artist watching, to hear that is good, because if you're going to do a shoot and you have to be creative, it's hard to do it on the spot. So do face charts. Play on the computer. How did you create that image?
This just on Photoshop.
Oh, okay. Photoshop. There you go. That is technology we wouldn't have had back in my day. I'm just kidding.
I just have so many ideas. That's always like my biggest issue, I think, especially with working with Chappell or somebody big. Like you get one chance. So it's like you are the pressure to find the perfect look that just wouldn't change a thing about it is so high because you only get the one chance to do it. That pressure and then a million ideas of like what it could be. It gets a little discombobulated sometimes.
That pressure would
putting it all out. Yes. It's
but
hard.
you do it.
Yeah.
When you look at the end there, you're like, we did it. It's perfect. Yeah. Oh my God. That's just so rewarding. Well, that's amazing.
Really felt that on the Viva Glam shoot too. I was like looking, especially the last one, the Empress look.
Which is the Empress look?
Empress is the one with the white little pattern.
I love that one. And you just free-handed that, or you had a stencil?
There was a stencil that I used for like a couple things, and then I just went back in and just perfected it.
It was absolutely beautiful, and like nothing else. And if I'm honest, I don't see a reference. Like I couldn't look at that and be like, oh, I get where he got that from. It was just so unique.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I'm literally just going to be complimenting you for the next 2 hours. But you work off the back of your hand.
I do.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's great. It's in your palette. I love, like, you're mixing colors, mixing creams, adding powders, mixing shimmers. Like, that's just really interesting. I think we're also used to just dipping into one thing.
I never do that.
You're so creative.
I'm so bad sometimes too, because I'll do this where I do one eye first, or I'll do like many steps first, and then I get to do the second one, and I have no idea what I just did. And so I'm like just looking, constantly going back and forth, like, what was that?
Well, it's funny. So I should tell the audience, because I had him do one eye off camera, because as I was a makeup artist in the past, doing makeup, talking the whole time is difficult. And to do this level of makeup, so I was like, why don't you just, let's be calm, which we did talk anyway, because I can't help myself. I have so many questions. But it was so nice, right, to just create and perfect. But now it has to match it, which that's really actually probably the harder part. Since we're talking references, we mentioned Pater Sato. I'm sure there's more. I love watching films. My question is, do you have your top 3 makeup movies? So for anybody watching that loves interesting makeup, they can go watch.
Top 3 is hard. Very hard.
Or top 5 or top 10 or...
We talked about Liquid Sky. Which, if you haven't seen...
I said to him, I had a feeling Liquid Sky would be at the top of the list, because Liquid Sky is one of the most epic movies. 80s? Yeah, 80s. And the makeup is kind of futuristic for 80s.
Yeah.
But it's so cool.
It's so good. Tales of Hoffman from the, I think it's from the 50s.
Ballet.
The ballet. They're like this, I mean, everything about it visually is so inspiring.
Yes.
But I love that.
This kind of makeup, but not. But like the pulled out.
Yes.
There's a little bit of a ballet-esque vibe.
Velvet Goldmine.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just like roughly based off of Bowie.
Bowie and Iggy Pop vibes and yeah, all of that. Is David Bowie an inspiration for you as well?
Yeah,
huge. I guess all of us, huh?
Yeah.
So Ziggy Stardust.
Which this isn't really Bowie, but when I was imagining this, I was mixing like sort of the dramatic, drawn out, sketched like Erte drama mixed with a little bit of that like Twiggy Bowie like pinups album cover.
Yes.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Erte is such a great reference.
Oh my god. Almost like the eyes were like like so huge, and like the makeup and the blood, everything was just like massive, that it made the face look so small. And that's kind of what I was.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
I keep saying, like, you make Chappell, she feels petite. It's like these huge eyes, and yet the face feels petite somehow.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And yes, the thin eyebrow, that Mattei thin brow, and just take up the whole.
Take up the whole, yes.
Did you ever assist anybody?
Yes, I did. I was working at the mat counter. I met Richie Rich, the Richie Rich, also a club kid.
Oh my gosh.
So I was doing his friend's makeup all the time. I got introduced to him, and then he saw Kabuki at a party and was like, oh, you have to meet this kid. He should assist you. So that's how it started.
Wow.
I was with him for a few years.
I really want to revisit your club kid looks, because as I mentioned in the beginning, that's how I discovered you. I discovered you before you were working with Chappell, and I saw these makeup looks, and I mean, my mind was blown, because I thought, I've never seen anything like this, but it was so precise, but again, it was always beautiful. It was always just so structured and so well done. I mean, you told me that it took like 10 hours.
Yeah, some of those looks took like 10 plus hours. Because I was young, and I was so like, inspired and desperately wanted to do something with my life, and I thought, I gotta sit here and do this, girl, because the idea was there, and it was just about sitting there for 10 hours and crying, wanting to die a little
wanting
bit.
to die, but then being so happy with
but
the
then when
result.
it's done, you're like, oh my God. Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah, and then it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and you haven't eaten in 16 hours.
Wait, so do you go out after that, or you just get a shot for Instagram and then go to sleep?
I do go out with it sometimes, yeah.
Well,
but
that's what I thought. You went to the clubs after or something, and then you became a huge celebrity makeup artist, and you're changing the game.
Here we are.
But I was thinking about the Loire show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when did you do that show?
That was last September.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Have you been keying shows for a while?
No, that was my first one.
Oh my God.
That was my first show, and I was so nervous.
But you worked on shows for years with Kabuki because you're
Yes.
assistant, so you knew how to run a show. But your first keyed show was Loire. That is insane. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And did Mac sponsor that show?
They did.
Do you have a contract with Mac now?
Yes.
So do you do all the campaigns?
No, I mainly just do the Chappell stuff, and got a lot of creative conversations going in the office, so.
You help with the formulas for the Viva Glam lipsticks?
Yes.
And that's amazing.
Just a Mac girl through and through.
I know.
All the way.
So as we mentioned, we started at Lancôme, we ended at Mac, and then from retail, for me to assisting, and I guess kind of for you too to assisting. We didn't know what club kids were then. I mean, this was 99, so the club kids had happened, but you didn't have social media, so you didn't know about them. Maybe I saw it on Geraldo.
Yes, the talk show, right?
Yeah, they were a talk show. But
Yes.
you're much younger, but like back then, we watched a talk show, so maybe that's my first glimpse of all of the club kids. And you really wanted to be a club kid.
I did,
That was your main goal.
desperately.
You didn't want to be a makeup artist.
I mean, I always loved doing makeup. The art form that I was the best at and most inspired by. So we'll always love makeup, but like many gays, I am very interested in just glamour in general, and I love fashion, I love hair and all that stuff. So being a club kid and like being able to create a full look head to toe that's like fully realized and from your own soul is just so exciting. That's all I wanted to do. I would just sit in my bedroom in Kentucky and smoke and watch documentaries and like those Geraldo, like the talk shows.
Yeah. So I noticed you mix creams on your hand, and you apply the cream first, and then you lay down a powder. Is that how you do your technique?
Yes.
How you get this amazing opacity?
Yes, and very thin layers is the key. You want a very thin layer, and it allows the cream to dry a little bit and become kind of tacky. So when you go in with another layer, it kind of sticks to itself. And I love to do just like little patting motions if I have the time. I'm lucky enough to have plenty of time today, so I will be
touch on that, the pros and cons of being a makeup artist. But I love this. So it's a thin layer.
Very
you pat
thin
it out,
layers.
kind of let it dry a little bit.
and then go back in, then go in with the shadow.
Oh, are you doing the shimmer now? Oh, powder.
Just
You're doing the powder and then you lay the shimmer on top.
This is a good example, like the brushes that I like to use, where it's like a little bit fluffy, it's got some tapered, sort of uneven edges that allow sort of a little bit of a blend, but also you can kind of pat it in as well.
What's the brand? You're not going to say.
It's Artist Kit Company.
Artist Kit Company are the brushes.
They modeled them after the old MAC brushes. They're like exact replicas.
Oh, wow. We'll have to try those.
They're so good. Feel them.
Oh yeah, no, I
They're
even can see it's so soft.
Yeah.
But I love how they're, like you said, there's that little bit of fluff at the top there, and that just, I don't know, it keeps it from being hard or something.
Like breaks things up.
How much time do you usually take to do looks like these? Or do you have a lot of time?
Well, I will take as much time as I am given.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
the best answer.
That's what I was mentioning before. So the Viva Glam shoots, 3 looks, 1 day.
Yeah.
Probably a 12-hour day, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And they were all 3 very major looks. Then you got to do interviews in between. You did the print and video. Everything was all on the same day.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't have probably more than 2 hours for each look.
I had 3 hours
3
actually.
hours each look, okay.
Well, for the second look, the Empress look, because that I was so passionate about, and luckily I had my really good friend Nika with me, who was very passionate about us having the time. Yes, you know, because these looks that we're so inspired by from the past, they weren't so rushed.
No, they could take a whole day to do a cover.
Right.
We don't have that anymore.
Don't have it. Yeah.
It used to be like, even when I was working with like Pat on Italian Vogue, you could have 3 days. Then it became 2 days. You know, even for like that high level.
Yeah.
Okay, if we could talk pros and cons of being a makeup artist. Obviously pros, and you get to be creative and you get to work with other creative people. I think one of the cons is a lot of times you don't have time.
Yeah.
And you're doing makeup while the hair is being done, while the nails are being done, while people are talking to the celebrity. That's why it was important for me to allow you to just totally take as much time as you want. But don't you think that's the one con? One of the cons.
And it's so important too, because
I know.
it's like time really is essential.
Yeah.
Having the time to do things like this, especially with an artist that's so expressive and colorful with the makeup. Because like I said, like you only get that one chance to get it right. And the thing is too, what would be more frustrating for me was thinking about the impact that this has on the fans.
Yeah.
And how badly I wanted it to be perfect for them, because I think about all those Gaga looks and all those looks from like Cher and all these icons that I
want
I
it to
grew
be
up
on that
on.
level.
Yeah, I want it to be that level of inspiring, and I like that the
love
perfectionism comes from that. I'm
No,
like,
but
I want it to
that's-
be good for them, you know?
That's such an amazing drive.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, actually. That's your freaking poetry.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, when you're doing like super precision, do you have like certain brushes, or is it the same technique, like cream to powder?
You know, when I worked for Kabuki is when I realized there are a lot of different types of makeup artists, but there's something about sketching and drawing first and sort of falling in love with that process, like being younger. And I find that I do little sketchy sort of like movements, and I sketch things out sort of like roughly, and then go back in and perfect it.
You find it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like stamping and sort of like placing things strategically, and then I go back in and smooth things out.
Do you use the Q-tip to remove pieces and sharpen? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't live without the Q-tips and the makeup remover.
Somebody once said like, oh, if you have to use a Q-tip to clean things up, then you're not a good makeup artist.
Honey,
And
well
I'm
then I
like,
guess I'm a
okay.
terrible makeup artist.
And I was like, oh no, I'm bad.
That's all how I do my liner. I sketch it messy and then I clean it.
I always do like this kind of thing where I like smash the product in. And
So you are starting with cream first.
yeah.
Okay.
This is like a gel
Still
liner.
cream. You sketch with the gel liner. But doesn't that sit down completely waterproof?
It does.
So you kind of got to get it right.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, I guess I always used a pencil because I knew I could erase it. 3 hours later, I'd have the eyeliner done. No, like literally. Like I could never do this makeup. Never. A lot of patience, but you do have a lot of patience. And you're soft-spoken. I'm very relaxed. I'm like, oh yeah, I have to ask you a question every now and then. No, when I think about it, like I remember some models or, celebs, they didn't like it being in the chair. They wanted the makeup over with and to get to work, and it had to be
Yes.
quick, and they'd be on their phones like this, and you're like breaking your neck trying to get to them.
literally.
And I have the opposite. And there are some models, like I could say, like for one, Adriana Lima, she loved getting her makeup done. She would just sit like this the whole time. And it would be such a dream to have someone in the chair. Emily DiDonato, she really sat well for me always too. Gigi did really well. But I mean, there were some models, that they just want to be out of the chair. Does Chappell sit well for you?
Yes, always. If there's not somebody coming in talking about
Yes.
the event or, the schedule, yes.
Yeah, 'cause-
She's very good about that.
And that's
really
why her
appreciate it.
makeup looks so damn good. So if anybody's watching this and you move around in the makeup chair, you're doing a real disservice to yourself and to your team. So stop it.
You
Better
are.
sit still.
Because that's all you gotta do. Just sit
all you
and
got,
look
one
pretty.
job, just
yeah.
sit there.
Come on.
I see these interviews of people all moving around and I think, oh Lord, I remember what that was like. No, ma'am. Now I do my own makeup and I don't move an inch. I guess we have to talk more about pros because I'm talking too many cons, but it's nice to talk to someone that knows what it's like.
You know, you don't want to be the biatch that's complaining and whatever. You just do it. You just take it.
Only one time did I kind of snap and I had a girl sitting and she picked up her phone and I said, put down the phone when I do your makeup.
I'm sure.
And I talk about it to this day, like, oh, I was so mean.
Why can't you
Why
give
can't
me the respect that I am entitled to?
I did have a full mommy dance.
Why can't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to?
Oh my God.
It's so true, though. It's like really how it is sometimes.
I just never could say anything. Then I finally had my breaking point.
On your last day of work.
But you know what? She didn't pick up her phone one more time after I...
I'll never forget, and this is gonna be like so gay, but the moment that I was like, I made it, I immediately called my mom, immediately called my sister when Bratz recreated the Statue of Liberty look, and they made a Statue of Liberty Chappell Bratz. I don't think they ever made it a physical form,
Yeah, but
they
they-
did it for their Instagram.
Oh
like
my
they did
God.
that, and I just melted. Like my
What
child.
did you say when she saw you?
Oh, well, we were all crying, like, cause we used to like play Bratz dolls together. Like,
Yeah,
I was just,
of
we were
course.
obsessed.
Yeah.
And that was like my escape, you know, cause I had her and I could sort of get away with playing dolls with her because it was just us in the house. And
I
it was
guess
like,
being from Kentucky, you still couldn't come out. No.
I mean, as a kid, it was like, you have to, you learn to hide it from a very young age, you know. But then there's those moments where you can kind of get away with things. And Bratz was always one of those things that like my sister and I would always steal her Bratz and like play with her secretly. Yeah.
But the makeup must have inspired you because the Bratz dolls.
Oh my God, the fiercest. You know what, that's probably where my like makeup glamour awakening
of course.
happened was with the Bratz dolls.
I forgot to mention
that I think
everybody
about
that
that.
I put contacts in per your request.
Yes.
Blue contacts. I was like, why all of a sudden did her eyeballs become so much
Massive,
bigger?
yeah.
Because I forget sometimes, and then I suddenly fill them when I like move my eyeball. I am in heaven. Nobody's ever done my makeup before. I mean, for anybody else that's gonna have to do it, it's gonna have to follow you, which is really like,
Oops.
yikes.
Like so. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
this looks great on camera too.
Oh my God, I feel like the most pretty I've ever felt. Usually when I would do white, I see you have William Tuttle.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite white?
It's not my favorite white.
Okay.
Danessa Myricks is my favorite
okay,
white.
okay.
Which I love. It's the Vision cream cover.
Okay.
It's really, really fab. But I also love the Kimchi concealer.
Oh my God, I know.
It's so good.
That concealer, I used an entire tube of, and then I guess I switched around. I should go back to it. It's so good.
You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good formula.
It is really
And
good.
good color, like good undertones. But I think that's one of the only white concealers out there because back in the day, even Marilyn Monroe used white. And Kim Novak used white. Way Bandy used white. Oh my God, that color. And that's the same color as up here. Stunning. Are they Muji Q-tips?
I think so. So, my God, we're almost done with the eyes.
Aren't you feeling so much relief?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you did it.
Like, that
And
was
you
the
did
hardest
it
part.
so much better than you could even have thought. I don't know if maybe you knew you was going to be this damn good. Maybe you knew.
You know, I'm usually
You don't
decent
doubt
at this
yourself.
kind of thing. Well, I'm not anymore.
Do you
used
do you
to.
struggle with that? Do you struggle with doubt sometimes?
I used to a lot. I don't know what happened. It was like, I think it was just everything happened so fast and it was so unexpected. I don't think I was like ready because like a part of the journey is like really like being seen and like a part of what's so hard is about those things is like you are now out there and you are putting yourself out there and your work out there to be judged by the entire world. And I think that really screwed me up for a second.
Get in your head.
Yeah,
'cause that's a lot to
totally.
take on. But then when you were like,
Totally.
wait, actually I'm so fucking good. I
Yeah.
can show the world. And then you stopped. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Stunning. It's so stunning. You look amazing.
Oh my God.
I know.
Like the stripes under the eyes. Oh my God. That is so beautiful. I'm just mind blown.
Wow.
And like you even managed to get shimmer on that stripe in the middle. So sick.
I know, it's...
So we're adding the shimmer. It's more than shimmer. It's like, I don't know what you call this, but glitter, shimmer, glimmer.
Glimmer's a good word.
Glimmer. So you, on the eye, you did gold, then like a white silver, then a gold, then a white silver. Like you striped it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you did a stripe of shimmer is just interesting.
Because it's like graphic, but not at the same time. Yeah.
It's just that detail. You go, holy shit, well, that's interesting. And like, I wish I would have thought of that. So you're adding white, but you're doing a very sheer layer?
Yeah, sheer layers.
Sheer layers, okay.
I like to work in layers with skin, for sure, especially with the white. I find that when you do a thin layer and then you set it with more powder, that's when it's like flawless, but it really sticks to the skin and stays.
You're using a dry sponge.
I am.
A dry sponge.
I am dry, bone dry.
I mean, this is because most people do use the Beauty Blender wet, so
Yes.
why the dry?
I just started doing it like that one time because I didn't have time to run to the bathroom. And then it didn't, like, you can see it doesn't pick up any of the foundation.
Yeah, you're right.
It just stamps it on there. So it creates a very full coverage effect. So if you want more coverage out of your concealer and foundation, I find this is better because you still get the smooth Beauty Blender look. It's not so sheer.
Yeah, I was sitting here while you were doing it and I was like, wait, the sponge is dry. I mean, I was a little shocked, because I never think to use the sponge dry, but it looks beautiful.
The final cheek without the highlight. So right now I'm going in with some creams first, like a hot pink and then a saffron. And then I'll go in with a little bit more white on top.
Okay.
And then we'll set with the powder.
I love that you powder on top of it and just make it,
Yeah.
just
then-
so soft and airbrush looking.
So you have something, it's like the layers underneath. The neon, it just really does it,
Color, but what do you use to keep the makeup staying in place?
Kryolan.
Kryolan, the original.
The setting spray.
Yeah.
There's just nothing like it.
You see, there's a little bit of talk online about how
Yeah, what's the tea? What are people saying?
the one size setting spray is gossip. The one size setting spray is the exact replica of the Kryolan.
Like
now,
formula-wise?
I guess, and even the spray.
Maybe.
I don't
But
know. I
still
don't use
prefer
either. I use the Kryolan.
The
So
Kryolan.
that's cool. So that really works. Wow.
It really does. Wow. Oh my god, it's really coming together. Okay. Yes, very Xanadu.
Oh, that's another one.
Yes. Here, and then we're gonna follow that pink. Wow, this looks so enough to like take it somewhere without. The top lashes are from a brand that I love and adore.
Eldora lashes?
Eldora lashes. My personal favorite lash brand.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the wig and then we'll add a lip, a very special lip. Oh my god, it's heaven. Bravo.
Wow.
Bring in Brenty! We have Brenton Diallo in the house, but if you watch my content, you must know him as Brenty, as I know him. But he also is known as Dominique.
Devereaux.
If you ever want to see me and Brenty do Dynasty skits, it's in my alter ego.
And I think that's the most fun that we ever have.
Yeah.
Because we usually it comes with a glass of wine before we start filming those, right?
Or some burned champagne.
Burned champagne and a slap. We have a wig.
Yes.
I got her all prepared and ready for you, and it's time for her.
You
to
are
go
not
on.
ready for this. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's so beautiful.
I'm very excited for her.
You know, we were talking about an Erte reference, and it really does remind me of these Erte illustrations and an Art Deco and the stars and the sparkle. It's so beautiful. And the bob.
And the bob.
And the bob. Should we say hi to Caillou?
Caillou, look,
They
say
see-
hi.
I just want you to see that Brenty's dog has a cutest little hairstyle. Oh, his bow
yes.
his bow is gone.
No, he's feral at this moment.
Yeah. So how did you make the wig though?
Let me show you how I did it. With this synthetic wig, no technical cut needed. I'm using clippers to blunt cut lines with an angle towards the front. Now she's cut, I'm sliding out that liquid latex. For this, I will use a paintbrush to apply and a fine tooth comb to comb it through. Now the latex will help me mold the wig into the shape I want. Once saturated, I'm using a wide tooth comb to create ridge textures in the wig. Now I'll go in with heavy body acrylic paint and create my masterpiece. I paint full on at the top, but then I feather out the bottom line to create this dual tone moment. While the paint is still wet, I start with my large glitter flakes and I sprinkle in a band that will frame her face. Now I go in with fine glitter following that same placement, making sure to feather it out. Now what's a galaxy without stars? Now I adhere them with the latex and
Do you want me to do like this?
Yes.
Glitter falling everywhere.
The queen. So good.
Oh, that's like moldable.
Yeah, and like I can just mold this to your face. Oh my god. Oh, Andrew's gonna be so happy when he comes back. You look so divine.
I don't even know who I am.
Oh my god.
So beautiful.
I can't.
You did an amazing job.
You're from another galaxy.
Oh my god, you guys. All we have to do left is the lip.
Okay, we're using cherry lip liner. I'm gonna give you like a shape.
See, I notice sometimes with Chappell you give like a bit of a cupid's bow.
Yes. She loves a cupid's bow. She hates when I made the mistake one time of doing her lips like
Overdrawn in
a little
the center.
overdrawn, yeah. And she was like, no, no, no.
I can smell that this is a MAC lipstick. Is it Lady Danger?
It is Lady.
Lady Danger is one of my all-time favorites.
It's me too. I can't get away from it. I feel like it needed a Lady Danger moment. Like red would have been too like, and the blue and the orange
I
together.
love orange red.
Me too.
I have never felt more fabulous in my entire life. This is the most insane hair and makeup I have ever seen, I have ever witnessed. You guys, you killed it.
You look incredible.
Thank you so much, Andrew Dahling.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Brenton Diallo. Why do I always say Brenty?
Brenty.
Thank you, Brenty. Thank you, Brenty, you guys. This was the most fun I have ever had. Follow Andrew Dahling on Instagram. Are you on Instagram, on TikTok?
Not on TikTok anymore
Okay,
these
on
days.
Instagram.
But Instagram 1-800 Andrew Dahling.
With an H, Dahling.
Yes, with an H.
Brenty, where can we find you?
At Brenton Diallo on Instagram.
Please follow them. They are so incredibly creative. Like, subscribe, comment, and of course, as always, I hope to see you on the next one.